Hey guys, welcome back to Wild Style. This is Angela. So today I'm going to give you a quick update on the front porch containers that we planted. These are in full sun to mostly full sun. Probably for some of you with longer growing seasons and shorter days, these would be all considered full sun for you. We have probably 16 hours of sun in the summer. So when I say full sun, I mean full sun all day because they're on the south, and so they get the sun from the morning clear until it sets in the evening. Some of them are under my porch. They're not getting quite as much sun, but still is quite a bit of sun. But let's go ahead and get started. So these pots, if you remember, I had planted several geraniums, some snapdragons, and I can't remember what those little white things were. But then these pots were not draining properly, and everything just kind of flooded over and molded. So I have salvaged a couple of the geraniums, and then we found a bunch of geraniums on sale at the end of the season. So I replanted those in here. So those are the ones that are flowering, except for this one. But you can see how most of those original plants died. One's a remaining one, but it's just struggling. So we ended up replanting these, and these are doing well because we fixed the water issue. We ended up drilling out a hole on the back side of these planters, and so now the water can come out, and you can actually see it is coming out and onto the porch, which isn't my favorite. So I have to figure out something different for that. But for now, at least the plants are thriving, so that's improvement. Across the way here, this was I think I did the Prince Tut grasses, doing well. This is a hybrid variety of dahlia that had the bright yellow flowers and the dark leaves, and it is doing really well. It's got a lot of flowers everywhere, and it's just grown up huge. This is another dahlia variety, and it is struggling out here. Not sure why those are struggling, and those are succeeding so well, but the yellow ones are fun to look at, and that's kind of making up for the lack of flowering on the pink and yellow ones. This is another variety of dahlia. It's supposed to be mostly yellow with some pink edges, and then as they age, they turn more of just to white, which is still pretty, but I do wish I had more of the pink going on at one time. So I think I always get tempted by this variety in the store because they look so beautiful. Then when I get them home, I end up with mostly white varieties of it. I do also have this over here, and you can see it maybe just too much sun for them because these ones that are buried under the leaves actually look better. And they are covered in ants, so I probably need to get something on them. I don't know that I videoed this, but this is actually a ground rose variety. I have one over here, which really needs to be, I think, trimmed back because it's got a lot of dead stuff on it. But I like that one so much, I wanted another one. So we found another one, and I just planted it this year, so I wasn't sure if it would even flower, and it is thriving beautifully. So when they come out, and they're just tiny, they're kind of orange, and then as they get bigger, they go to this more pinkish salmon color, and then as they get older, they turn white, and then when they die off, they turn into, it's actually kind of oops, there's one back here. It's kind of a deep red rose hip, and they're pretty in that stage too. So I really have enjoyed these little ground roses. They've come back very successfully. This is this one's second year, and while it does have a lot of dead stuff on it, it's actually a very large plant. The penstemon that I've had next to it, I've had for 4 years, and this rose has done much better after 1 year than my penstemon has after 4 years. So it's been a lot of fun just to watch those flourish, but I do need to get out here and trim that one of these days. And then while I'm out here, I just want to show you, because I've got some other fun stuff going on in my perennial beds. I wasn't going to do that today, but I think I am, because it's just so exciting. Oh, and for some reason we have these little tiny toads everywhere this year. You can see them. Oh. And so anytime you walk in these rocks, there's just toads going like crazy. So I'm not sure why this year they're so much worse than they have been in the past. Usually we'll have 1 or 2. This year they've just overtaken the yard. This one's a double play doozy spirea. So as you can see, it flowered with bright pink flowers, and now it just kind of has red leaves and green leaves, and it's just fun. I'm really excited for this plant to get bigger and actually grow into more of a bush size. Right now it's only about a foot tall by a foot wide, so I'm excited for that one to grow up a little bit bigger. I do have a couple little hydrangea plants. And new to me this year was this hibiscus, and look at how gorgeous that flower is. Oh, I just love it. There's a bigger one over here. Just is so beautiful. So my thought with this, I put it right on the edge of the front porch. So I'm hoping that someday this just grows up huge, and you can stand on the porch and see all these big, beautiful flowers. from the porch. So right next to the yew, which is looking really well, and the fine line buckthorn, which is another one of my favorites. Okay, then I had to show you this hydrangea because it is doing so well relative to my other hydrangeas, which are struggling. You can see this clear back from the road. It's so fun. Some of them are really heavy on the backside there. You can see where they've like flopped down. So I think I do need to cut that back this fall. I didn't do that last fall because I just felt like the plant was struggling, and so this year I do feel like it's in a little bit better position, so I will try and remember to cut that back somewhat. Okay, this is a bed I've struggled with, if you guys remember. It gets overtaken by the grass from the yard. I just have struggled with this bed, but I thought I'd show it to you guys because it is actually quite beautiful when you look at it as a whole. If you look close, you'll see all the grass, but when you look at it as a whole, you can see a lot of the flowers, and it's beautiful. So this is a bee balm. I actually think this plant is large enough. I'd like to take some of it because it's expanding and move that to the back berm because it's done so well here. I want to give it a chance to thrive somewhere else. But the bees love that. There's always bees on here. It has kind of a different smell, but it definitely has a smell, and it's not a bad smell. It's just kind of different. Lantanas are some of my favorite flowers just because I love that yellow, orange to pink variation that they do as they age. I've got some petunias in here. I've got some mums, so these will pop up later in the season, more of a fall thing. I got white geraniums, which we just planted those, so they're really not thriving yet. We'll see if they take off or not. They're struggling more than the other geraniums I've planted, so we'll see how they do. There's some more lantana. I got some purple petunias. This variety, actually, one of my daughters gave me for Mother's Day, so it's been fun to watch that grow. And as you can see, I am starting to get the grass killed off. There's a product that I've been using for that that's actually working. It's just slow, and it requires quite a bit of effort. Okay, so I had to sneak in the garage. So what I use on that bed is Grass Be Gone, and I just spray this on the grass. If it gets on the flowers, that's okay. It only kills the grass. So that has helped, but it is slow, and it takes a while to kill things off. So just be prepared. But if you do have that situation, this has been working. But like I said, it's slow because the grass grows fast. So me taking care of this is slow, but it's working. So I'm going to keep doing that, trying to get that bed looking better. That's it for the front sun, which started out as container gardens and morphed into my perennials. So sorry for that, but it'll give you some variety if you want different types of flowers. But those are how those are doing, an update on that. We'll keep you updated on things. I should hopefully have an update on the sunflower bed coming out soon, so watch for that. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.